All right. I know you kind of already talked a little bit about this, but what value do you bring to your customers?
We know our books.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said to me, "Hey, I read all the Lee Child, Jack Reacher books.
Mm-hmm.
Who writes like him?" We can tell
Mm,
you. I just
cool.
finished all the Nora Roberts. Who writes like her? We can tell you.
Okay.
So we not only know about the individual authors, we know who writes like them. We know what their last book they just wrote is.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can actually help you quite a bit more than just, oh, yeah, they're over there.
Right. Cool. I think you'd have to know your stuff with so many books
Yeah.
too. Let's see here. Can you give me one marketing? Well, that doesn't really. One marketing tip you use to attract customers, and you kind of already answered
So,
that one.
yeah, most of ours is word of mouth. When we have advertised, it has been primarily on the radio.
Okay. Radio. Cool. Do you keep financial records such as balance sheet and income statement?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I get to do every night.
Yeah, right. That's the best part.
I get the business part. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the next question is, how do you do those?
In what way? What do you mean?
Um, how do you do your projected financial statements? Do you just do it in a
So,
notebook?
so yeah, it's primarily done in a notebook. We also do a lot on the computer.
Okay.
And the beauty of being in business for as long as we have, I could tell you within about $2,000 how much we're going to make next year. It's
Right.
just weird. It's very consistent. So
Right.
one day you really sell a lot, next day you don't sell hardly
Right.
any, or vice versa. But it evens out to a very consistent amount of money. It's just really weird.
Oh, that's so cool to know that after so long, how predictable it is.
Mm,
Um, did you ever have cash flow problems?
no.
No cash flow problems.
Nope. That's the beauty of it is that they give us the money before they leave with the books. I owned
Right.
another business previously that was mostly billing,
Uh
and I would never ever do that again.
huh. Okay. So how have you kept from not having cash flow problems? Like, how did you do it?
For us, it's just been very consistent sales.
Right.
So we've been in business so long,
Mm-hmm.
and we have lots of regular customers. I would tell you that probably 95% of our customers have in-store credit,
Mm.
meaning they've traded books with us before. They save a lot of money when they do,
Okay.
and because they have that credit, there's a psychological impact that I have this credit, I'm going to save money. Where else would I buy books?
Exactly.
And
Right.
so um, that's part of the reason why we just have regular. We have most of our customers we recognize.
Yeah.
Lots of them we know by name. They
Cool.
come in, they bring a dozen books in. We give them credit for it. They buy another dozen books. They take off. 2 weeks later, they come in and do the same thing.
Okay.
So
Cool.
we just see a lot of repeat customers.
Awesome. And how do you price your products?
So when you have no credit, they're half their original cover price. When you have credit, they're a fourth.
Okay.
So we incentivize you to bring us books by offering you credit,
Mm-hmm.
and then you save a lot of money.
Okay. All right. Next page. Who are your competitors? You answered a little bit of this
So
one
I
too.
would say that we don't have any.
Right.
There is another used bookstore in town,
Mm-hmm.
but their clientele and their books are so different than ours. I don't see it as like a direct competition. I see
Right.
it as a mutual thing where we both want people to buy books.
Okay. Cool. That's actually was my next question. Do you ever collaborate with your competitors? So
And I
that's
think
kind
we're
of.
going to do something next year. Next year will be 50 years in Chico for both of us.
Oh, how exciting!
And so we would like to do something with them. We know them pretty well.
Yeah.
And so we would like to do something with them.
Cool. I'll have to give you my phone number and you can let me know when that's happening. I can
Okay.
help spread the word.
Yeah, it depends on who you listen to. Either this store started like 2 months before that one, or that one started like 2 months before this one. It just depends on who you ask.
Right. Depends on which store. That's funny. What? Okay. Yeah. So why did you choose radio advertising?
It seemed for us more immediate and more people. there's one station, I won't give them a big plug right now, but there's one station that a lot of the businesses you go into in Chico, they're playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so just a way for people to hear about us that we
Okay.
thought was the best.
Okay, that's pretty smart. Do you have any kind of print advertising that?
Not that
You've
we're
ever
doing
done?
right now. We've done
Okay.
Enterprise Record before,
Okay.
but not right now.
Okay,
We did
cool.
the news and review for a while too.
Okay.
That seemed to be our
Okay.
sweet spot. Newspaper readers tend to be older,
Yeah.
and that's who's they're reading newspapers. They're also reading books.
Right. Cool.
Let me go talk there.
Okay. Yes.